Hey everybody, Chris Romani back with you today. Going to be talking a little more about Google My Business today. So if you watched the last video, hopefully by now you have your profile set up and verified. So today we're going to look at a couple different profiles and show you the basic information you should have filled out on your Google My Business. So let's get right into it. I'm going to open up my computer here and let's get to work on our first profile.
So as you can see here, we're looking at a profile for Nam Nam Cafe. Now this is one of my clients located in Cypress, Texas. It is an individual restaurant. You can see the type of food that it serves below there. And we're going to just start looking at information. So the first thing we have is the name of your business, and that should be imported in Google already. Then you have the main categories that your business falls under. So in this case, we have European restaurant, which is mostly what Nam Nam Cafe is, but we also have some other categories like restaurant generally and Russian restaurant because that is the chef's nationality. You can add as many different categories as you want, but really you should stick to the ones that most represent your business. Then you have your address. Now, your address should be imported in from Google already because in the last video we talked about verifying your business. If it hasn't been verified, then go ahead and do that. Next, we have service area. Now, this is more for a service-based business. It tells you where all you will deliver your services to, and that may be in the form of if you're a plumber, the plumbing, or it could be if you're a restaurant, your delivery area. So just showing you here that you can do major cities, suburbs of major cities, but also even like suburbs of suburbs. So Louetta, Texas is a very specific area that we can target or tell that we do services there. Next, you have your hours. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. I'm sure all of you understand why that is important. But what's probably more important is your special hours. So this is where you can import into Google certain days that you're closed or hold special hours. So in this case, New Year's Day, obviously the business is closed. This person also likes to close the 4th of July and then the day afterwards. So we can keep that right here. Your customers can see it. They can see it ahead of time. And it either happens year over year or on specific dates. Next, you have your phone number, a shorthand name for your clients to find you. If you have multiple locations, you can use different handles. Obviously, this is a one location spot, so their name in Texas kind of just fits the bill. Their website, and then in this case, since they're a restaurant, this is where we get into some more specialized stuff. They have their menu link and their way to order online. Now, they don't take reservations, and you can import your whole menu. Now, we've chosen not to do that, and the reason is that we want everybody funneled to this order online. So we're really focused on that, and that's where we want people to go. So you can set this up the way that you want to, but the key here is the more information that your customers have, the better. Highlights, there's tons of different highlights to your business on Google. Realistically, I haven't filled out most of these for these clients. These are user recommended highlights, which is pretty cool because it shows that people are interacting with your page and they're saying what they like about your business or what maybe you don't have at your business that other people probably want to know. The one thing that you do probably want to have in a lot of businesses is your service options so people can decide how they can pick up your product or goods if necessary or whether you deliver. You can put a little snippet here about your business. This one's pretty generic, basically just talking about what they are and what they specialize in, and the fact that everything is made from scratch. So you could go ahead and write in a description of your business there, go ahead and apply it. They have your opening date, and then lastly, they have add photos. Now, when we start talking about adding photos, we're going to be getting into our next area, what we're going to do in our next video, which is all about how to kind of make a 5-star profile, how to really hit Google My Business hard in a way that most of your competitors are not doing.
This Google My Business is set up for a restaurant. So you may be wondering what happens if I'm a service-based business. Well, we already talked a little bit about that locations tab, so you can talk about where your service actually takes place. But let's look at a second profile here for a service-based business.
So this is another one of my clients, Top Flight Auto Repair. It's very similar, single unit auto mechanic. So just a service-based business. And so you're going to see most of the tabs are the same. We go into the info tab, we can see its names, its type. And actually, as I was doing this one, I realized that we should look at the term mechanic. So if you're in a service-based business where somebody has different names for multiple styles of business, that make sure you look at that and have all of those in your categories. Now, the service area tab, we talked a little bit about this before. This is where we can put all the regions that we want to serve. So this person serves Cyprus and the surrounding areas. These are the people we want looking at us. Again, a lot of the same information we just went over, hours, what's important, appointment links if you have them. And then we're going to get to services. Now, obviously, if you're a service-based industry, services is your most important section. And Google My Business lets you do a lot for services. So there's a list there. There's also a services tab where you can click on any individual service. Now, at that point, I would say the best practice is to have your information filled out. People want to know what things cost. Even if you can only give them some base information. So there's some different options there. Maybe if you have an initial offering that's free, or you can show, in this case, like an AC repair from a certain amount, and then you can just have a little description of exactly what you do. Now, make sure this is specific as possible as long as it's accurate. In this case, I'm just going to put, I will fix your car's AC, and we're going to cancel that out because we're not actually making those changes for this client today. But you can see there's a lot of different services in here for a mechanic.
And that's it. So basically the TLDR of this is when you start your Google My Business, the first thing you want to do is make sure you're verified. The next thing you want to do is fill out your info tab. That is where all the basic information is going to be found for your business. That's what's really going to help your potential clients see and understand your business. And then on our next video, we're going to go ahead and start to look at how to make a 5-star profile. So how to do everything great, respond to reviews, have good information, and really make your Google My Business better than most of your competitors. So if you're interested in that content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell or the light, whatever you want to call it, so that you're notified whenever that content comes out. And you'll be seeing lots of other content as well about how to promote yourself on social media and other digital platforms. So thanks again. I'm Chris Romani with RBM, and I'll see you on the next one.